Hello, everybody, and welcome back to
Tali Takes. Oh my goodness, this is Tali Takes, where we confide in you, our faithful listeners, our takes on what's going on
in the world,
in our publication,
and in our community. We are so excited to be back again for our second episode. Sadly, we didn't have one last week, which was a tear.
Very sad.
Very sad. But hey,
holidays, puts our schedule off. But that's okay. We're back and better than ever, ready to continue on this amazing podcast.
Yes, and we're going to kill it, and we love it, and we love you guys, and we've got some fresh, hot tea for you guys today.
Always. Always.
Okay. First things first on the docket for what's even going on in this world around us is simply the topic of Nara Smith.
Yes.
The most iconic but polarizing TikTok character in my life right now.
No, honestly. It's crazy. I feel like she's one of those people, either you love or hate or love to hate.
Absolutely.
I don't know. I'm on team love. I love Nara Smith.
I also love Nara Smith.
She just, something about it. She's so calming. Okay, we should probably give you some context, though, on who she is and what she's doing. So, Nara Smith is a model. She's half German, half South African. She's been modeling since she was 14. All those great things. She met her husband, Lucky Blue Smith, in 2020, and after 6 months of knowing each other, they got married.
And they knowing each other.
Yeah, they met, and then 6 months later, married. Crazy. Wow. But, so Lucky is 26, so a few year age gap. But, so they've been going on marriage almost 5 years, just under 4. No, just under 5. And they have 3 kids together.
Yeah.
And she's 22. She's living life, I guess.
She's 2 years older than me. Like,
I know. Successful model. Family. And moving, so, traveling.
Her whole brand on TikTok, right? Because TikTok is where she really, really, really blew up.
Yeah.
Okay, her husband had a little bit of fame. Yeah. Lucky Blue. If you were on Tumblr, like during Tumblr's prime, like 2015, 2014, that was its prime. And Lucky Blue was like the poster model male of Tumblr. Like, he was everywhere. He was used in like fandom, like fan fiction, like everything. Like, he was everywhere.
The typical Tumblr things.
Right, exactly. Yeah. And so he was like a heartthrob, and Nara is the girl that came in and like took his heart so quickly, and people were like, what? Whiplash, like, what's even going on? Yeah. And so whatever, it's been a couple of years now, and Nara now has built her presence on TikTok, making like everything from scratch.
Yeah, everything. You think it, she's made it.
No, seriously. Pop-Tarts. She's made sunscreen. Like, sunscreen was the crazy one for me. I was like, are you, like, you made sunscreen? You made sunscreen? Okay. But, yeah, no, she's like...
She's crazy. Okay, I'm looking it up. She has 9.5 million followers and 443 million likes on TikTok alone.
On TikTok alone?
Which, don't know Instagram. I guess I could look that up, too. But she's, like, killing it.
No, seriously. And with that, like, new fame, she's also got a lot of backlash. Like, so much negativity. You know how we were saying, like, she's a person you either love or you hate, and people love to hate her. I'm serious. Like, imagine watching somebody, like, 5 times in a row make, like, Pop-Tarts and cereal from scratch.
Yeah.
It's like, people are, like, always like, oh, you're doing too much. She's been framed by like 8 different people for like stealing their content whenever she just does ASMR, like cooking
really
content.
Soft talking.
Exactly. And people are just like saying that she's stealing their stuff. Been debunked multiple times, actually.
Yeah.
So
she's so unbothered by it, which is the funniest thing to me. She doesn't, and it fits so well on her brand. She's branded herself to be like this classical music in the background. I'm talking really softly, and I'm like making all these things for my little family in this really like cute kitchen. And it's great because it's like, I want that, but like,
that's what I'm saying. Like,
but
how do you even be mad?
No, it's like, let her live her life. She's wearing these like Met Gala-esque dresses while making homemade bagels. The funniest thing I think that she gets, I guess, called out for is that My kids asked me for cereal, so I went and I made it from scratch. That's great. But like if they're asking you for breakfast at like, I don't know, 8 a.m. and it takes you 5 hours to make it, like, yeah, they sure got their bagels for breakfast.
Yes, yay. At 1 p.m. they've got their bagels.
Yes.
Yeah, so she's really perplexing as a character. But I think one of the most interesting things about her is the way that she's chosen to name her kids.
Speaking of. I mean, look at her husband, Lucky Blue. Such a unique name, you know, fits him very well.
It does.
The blue eyes, whatever. I mean, he's very Lucky Blue. Like, if you see him, you know. So she has 3 kids with him. And her name's her name's beautiful. Like, I love that, Nara Smith. Like, that's very lovely. But her kids kind of take after their father. But a little bit more crazily than one might expect someone to name their kids,
unique, if you will.
Indeed. So she has the 3 kids. Her first child is a girl, and her name is Rumble Honey Smith.
Wow.
Yeah. And then her second oldest child is a boy. His name is Slim Easy Smith, and her most recent newborn is Whimsy Lou Smith. So cute. What are your thoughts?
Whimsy Lou is beautiful.
So
you know what
cute.
Whimsy Lou reminds me of? Whimsy Lou reminds me of, like, what'd you say?
Dr. Seuss. Yeah.
Dr. Seuss.
Like the little girl with the pigtails.
Yes, exactly. From the Grinch.
Yeah, I think it's from the Grinch. Yeah, I forgot what's that character's name? I don't know.
Cindy Lou.
Cindy Lou. That's what it is. Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And so, like, I think Whimsy Lou is really, really pretty, but what are you gonna do if you're in 7th grade and you're going through your emo phase and you're really feeling like, oh, the world doesn't understand me, like, I just want to fit in?
I don't think anyone would understand if your name was Whimsy.
And you're getting called by the teacher and she says Rumble.
Slim. I don't know.
Like,
I feel so bad for them.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I know eventually, by the time they get to a point where they can really brand themselves, it'll be like really easy. Oh, yeah. You're Slim Easy Smith. You know what I'm saying? But like, I just know growing up, like, but honestly, they have so much money. Why would they be at a school where they would even be made?
Yeah, she might homeschool them for all we know.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, well, I guess we'll see. But I mean, the crazy thing, like, okay, let's say they decide not to go like a modeling path or like some famous path like their parents have.
Right.
And they have to go get like a corporate job and their name is like, oh hi, this is my first day. I'm Slim Easy.
Hi.
Like,
I'm Rumble Honey.
Yeah, they're not gonna, I don't see how people are gonna take them very seriously in that regard. But I mean, they can always change their name, I guess, when they're older. But
something tells me that just won't happen.
Yeah, which she released a video where it was like the names I didn't name my kids, and she said that she's done having kids. So,
oh yeah,
in that she had some normal names like Clementine and Lemon, and some like some very like normal, like pretty typical, not out of the box, super crazy names that would have been really cute. Not that the names aren't cute, but again, they're just like kind of so far out there that it's not really realistic for a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
But then she had one for the boy, like a potential boy name. Do you want to say it?
Wait, first of all, put in the comments.
Oh, yeah.
What you think that this crazy name that made me jaw drop and sit back in my house.
And just base it off the names of her other kids and then go from there.
Okay, we got Rumble, we have Slim, we have Whimsy, and there could have been Flick.
Oh my gosh.
No, I'm being serious. Flick. Flick.
Hi, I'm Flick. Nice to meet you.
I'm Flick.
It's like, it sounds like some like cartoon like side character name that like he gets bullied for because his name is Flick.
I'm glad that's not what.
Yeah. Well, she's not having any more kids, so no kid will have to be named Flick. And if your name is Flick, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, and
if you like it, tell us why, because it might actually, I don't know, maybe we're just looking at it from a super superficial level, but I don't know. Anyway, if you haven't seen Nara Smith's content, go check it out. You might love it, you might hate it. It's very
ASMR, very Pinterest board. How do you like
ideal life?
Yes, exactly.
Like, I have time to cook and make all these things from scratch, and like I don't have kids yelling at me in the background, and
exactly, because her kids are quiet. or so we think, you know,
Yeah, like, which she's rich, so she probably has like a nanny or someone taking care of them while she's doing this. But
agreed.
yeah, check it out. Let us know your thoughts on Nara Smith.
Yeah.
Cool.
We love her, but yeah.
You might not, but we do.
So, in Nara's comments, whenever you look at
Oh, yeah.
one main comment that every single video she's got of someone with
Like the top comment. Even.
Right.
Every single one.
24,000 likes always is because she makes everything from scratch.
Everything.
Nara, can you make Ozempic from scratch?
Hey, if she drops the recipe, you know, I'll try it out.
Hey.
I don't know how it is.
You know what's killing me? My dad needs Ozempic.
Same.
Like,
my dad needs it. He literally has it.
you know how many times I've like walked by it and been like, wow, this is what people use.
Yeah, like, you could try it.
I could try it.
Next video, Ozempic review. But I think that like goes to like a whole bigger like topic of like Ozempic in our society and like how we view people in our bodies and like what society says is attractive and what isn't, and what like the links people will go to in order to try to change themselves to fit into society's standards of like what is beautiful, what is attractive. And as someone's like been a bigger person my whole life, I mean, it's always something I've struggled with. And even if you like, I think everyone struggles with body dysmorphia or like with like being insecure in themselves. So it's not even just like a big person issue, but like even people that are like normal or whatever that is, because normal is what is healthy for you. It has just like taken the nation by storm, and like people who don't need it are taking it, and all of these celebrities are taking it. Have you seen the thing with Nikocado avocado?
Yeah. I was just about to say, yeah.
Which that's a whole, we could do a whole, we should probably do that next week.
Please tune in next week for
that
him.
will be crazy.
I think
I
that
have so much
to be our only what's going on.
Because we talk a lot, if you haven't noticed.
Yeah.
But like, people are like, oh my gosh, she must have done that to get that skinny that fast. But that wasn't what happened. It's a whole other thing.
Yeah.
But just like pushing people to like think that this is a necessary thing in order to look a certain way, it just says so much about like our society and like what we're pushing as good and bad.
Exactly.
So
yeah, and it's weird too because like there's also the flip side of it. People who are just like, you know, posting and being really transparent about maybe like their weight loss journey or like their body recomp or something like that. People are in their comments like after they've spent like a year or so like working hard and like rebuilding their confidence, people being like, oh, Ozempic, it's just Ozempic, it's just Ozempic.
Which
and
some people do take it or other drugs that are actually like helpful and necessary, because some people have like diseases or issues where they can't lose weight naturally, and like taking something with that along with eating healthy and exercising and doing all those things is actually very helpful. So
totally,
one, it's making it, all those people that have worked hard for that goal, it's making them like, why did I put on all this effort if there's just a drug out there that could do it for me? And then there's the other greater issue, like we said, like our dads take it and need it medically for diseases that they have, or at least mine. And there was a huge shortage of it. And I don't know if it's still going on as aggressively as it was when this started becoming an issue. But like my dad could not get a prescription of it because all these people were buying it out.
Yeah, no, same for my dad. Like him, and he's old too. Like, you know, it's like you have diabetes, and it's like, it's not like there's an off-brand like Ozempic. It's like people know the term Ozempic, and that's what they're gonna flock to. That's what they're gonna ask for. So at least people that need Ozempic for their diabetes, because diabetes like medications are insane.
Oh yes,
like the prices are insane, and so
when all the supply dropped, the prices rose, and then people that actually need it can't afford it. So, I mean, there's so many things about it, but like. I don't know. It's just crazy how like our society has like pushed it up as this big thing and then taking away from people who need it and like pushing it to people who obviously don't.
Right.
Because I think it became a thing when all these celebrities started doing it.
Totally. And then when people like coined the term for the first time, like, oh, you use Ozempic.
Yeah.
And then it went crazy.
It's crazy. Yeah.
But look, if you're watching this, you're beautiful as is. So whatever you want to do with your body is whatever you want to do with your body. But don't let a social media trend be the reason.
Don't force. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there was that.
And
finally, our final what's going on in the world. if you listen to last week's podcast, which you should totally take a listen.
If you haven't yet, it will give you a lot of context for what we're about to talk about.
A lot of context. So we won't go completely into the full debacle, but it was just announced that Kendrick Lamar is going to be our Super Bowl 70
whatever year
70 something
sure
halftime show performer.
70. It's on 70. It can't be 70 yet.
It is. It was just 75.
Was it?
Yeah. Wait.
Hold on. I'm fact checking.
What is LA?
2024.
Oh, it's 59.
I knew it couldn't be. Okay. I knew it couldn't be because I was like, in high school, it was like 54 or something. I was like, there's no way that it could be 70. Okay, correction.
So actually, it's 54 and it's not 70 something.
Hey, we're thinking ahead, you know.
I'm just a girl.
Girl math, you know.
Exactly. No, but Kendrick Lamar is going to be our halftime show performer.
Yes.
Now, the Kendrick Lamar fan in me is like, oh my gosh, let's go! Like, this is gonna be so much fun. Yeah. It's gonna be amazing.
Mm-hmm.
The Drake fan in me is very, very scared for the end of his career, and it's interesting because Kendrick Lamar has not released like a full-length album in a long time, right? And during the beef between Drake and Kendrick, like he was releasing new songs. Like people were excited, not just because, oh, he's responding to Drake, but because new music from Kendrick, we haven't seen that in forever. Yeah. And so now that he's performing at the Super Bowl, he's not going to just perform stuff from way back. Yeah. He's definitely going to perform his newest hits. And what are those? Drake disses.
Yeah.
And if he gets an entire football stadium during the Super Bowl, like one of the most watched TV events ever, during the Super Bowl, to start screaming, "What's up, Drake? I hear you like I'm young." If that was what happens, there's no way his career survives after this.
And you know people will, because even if you're not, like, even if you are a Drake fan, everyone knows the lyrics to that song. It was literally like the biggest thing of the summer.
Literally.
Was this beef. And which I know you said that like Drake is like prepared to do like continuation of the beef.
Apparently, like, I don't know, certain music outlets are like, oh, Drake is gearing up for round 2 and he's trying to.
He didn't finish round 1.
That's what I'm saying.
It was a knockout and he did not get back up. And if he tries to now, it's not going to end well for him. Yeah, like you've lost all the respect if you're like you just ended on like, okay, like he destroyed you, like meet the Grams. Are you kidding me? And then you just like stop. And then you're like, okay, I'm back after I've had like months upon months to like think of something to diss you with because.
No, and it's like, okay, because like Drake ended it technically.
Yeah.
Like, he was the last one, sure.
He didn't.
But it was after not like us. Like, how are you going to. Do you hear anybody screaming like the heart? Does anyone know about the heart? No one cares. No one cares about the heart. No one cares about even Family Matters. Like no one really, not Family Matters. Whoa. No, it is Family Matters actually.
Family Matters was the one that Drake dropped. Meet the Grams was the one that Kendrick dropped.
Yeah. Okay, cool. It was Family. Yeah. And like, you know what I'm saying? Like no one's talking about those.
Yeah.
No one cares. People only care about Not Like Us, Euphoria, and Meet the Grams.
Yeah.
And so I'm
so excited to see what happens. But also I'm like, I'm sorry, all you Drake fans. Because, I mean, which he might drop music before then. There might be more beef that happens in the meantime. Because, I mean, Super Bowl is in February. So we have plenty of time for something else to happen. But as of now, if like the Super Bowl was tomorrow, it would be over for Drake.
No, absolutely.
And I'm still thinking it's going to be, but we'll have to see what happens in the meantime.
We'll see. I mean, hey, it's the most interesting part of the season. You know what I'm saying? Like, things are getting colder and people are out to play with dropping music. So, hey.
Crazy. Okay. Next thing's next. What's going on in our publication? So we have a lot of things going on, a lot of web content coming out. Check it out at wkutalisman.com. A lot of new things coming out all the time, so please be there. One of the things that literally just got published today was our article opinion piece about the Grubhub change. If you don't know, we used to have an app called Sidekick, which is where you could pre-order food at some of the locations on campus. But we had one of our writers go and do an opinion piece on like the change from Sidekick to Grubhub. So now you log in with your school account on Grubhub and you can order from even more locations through the Grubhub app than you could on Sidekick. So there's been a lot of controversy kind of with this change, and it's a big deal for a lot of people. So we have an opinion piece about it, and we got some students' opinions on it. So go check it out. Let us know what your thoughts are on the change are. I mean, I haven't used it yet, so I don't know.
I kind of like Grubhub, but it lies to you. Which is why, like, as much as I totally love our article written by our web writer, Cameron, which shout out, we love you.
Yes.
Like, I love everything that he's kind of put in there about, you know, what is this, and like why is it a really positive thing?
Yeah.
But I have been lied to.
How were you lied to?
It's always Eiffel Pizza. It's always Eiffel Pizza. And like they'll always press like in the works super quickly so you can't like cancel it or anything. And so I was waiting for so long whenever I was told it was going to be really quickly. And you know, you can see the people in front of you and everything. So it's like, oh, that's not a lot of people. But it took so long.
Which that might be more of an Eiffel problem than a Grubhub problem.
I agree.
But yeah, let us know what your thoughts on it are. Go check out the story. Let us know. You can comment on that too. So yeah, that's that going on. You want to talk about the 270 Chronicles?
Yeah. So if you were at our centennial celebration this past Thursday,
Thank you for coming.
Thank you so much for coming. We announced that we're going to be starting our 270 Chronicles, which is basically we gained inspiration from the 317 project in the Indy Star. Basically in 317 words, right? Because 317 is their area code.
Yeah.
They just go and find really niche things happening around town, things that people wouldn't normally think to cover.
Yeah.
And in 317 words or less, kind of give you a synopsis as to what's happening and uplift whatever's going on in the community. So we're doing the same exact thing.
270, which is our Bowling Green area code.
Exactly. And in 270 words, we're going to be covering the small things happening on campus and in the wider Bowling Green community.
Yes. If you have any ideas for what you would like to see us cover, again, please comment below and let us know what you would like us to do. We have our first one coming out today or tomorrow?
Yeah.
Like very soon. It should probably be out by the time that this episode comes out. So go check it out, wkutalisman.com. I'm very excited to see what we do with it.
Me too.
It's very cool. Okay. One last thing. What's going on in our community? As we said, last Thursday, we had our 100th anniversary celebration of the Talisman.
Let's go.
I think it went really, really well. It was a great time. Had a lot of alumni come out. Thank you if you came.
Seriously.
It was great to talk to everyone, kind of hear past people's experiences with Tali and just how much it means to them even now, and like them making lifelong friends like we have.
Yeah.
It's just so cool to have that experience and like getting to celebrate our staff. Like it's kind of, quirky to have them like run out on a red carpet as we call their name, but like I think it's really great that we can give them each of their like individual recognition because they do so much hard work, and I'm so happy that we have such an amazing staff. Shout out to you, staff.
Yeah, seriously, we love you and we appreciate everything that you do. Like, I think the beauty of the Talisman is that truly it is it's not a one-man operation. It is a collaborative effort. Every single person matters. And it means a lot that we've got so many staff members that are like really excited this year as well. So
and on it, doing everything.
Exactly. So we love you guys so much.
Yes, it was great. We are also having, so that was our main celebration for Tali. We're going to have, next April, we're going to have our big one with us and the Herald. So we'll keep you updated on those details, but I think it's so great that we get to celebrate the legacy of this publication and all of that has done for just us and for our community.
Yeah.
And us being able to lead that into the next, hopefully 100 years will be great. So thank you all too who came out.
Yes, totally. And if you are an alumni listening and you want to be part of kind of our new series with the Herald, doing profiles on our alumni to kind of look back on and project for the future, what it's going to look like, you know, whenever we age out of this whole thing,
Yeah.
right? And whenever we graduate and move on to bigger and better things.
Mhm.
So if you would like to be part of those alumni spotlights, please contact us at wkutalisman@gmail.com and just let us know that you're interested.
If you know any alumni too, like if you have family members that were a Talisman alumni or even a Student Publications alumni, please let us know. You can email us with their contact information if they would be willing to do this. We really just want to celebrate what our alumni have done and kind of get us excited for like what our futures could look like as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
So this was Tally Takes.
Yes.
I
The
hope you
second
enjoyed
part.
listening. I know, second episode.
Let's go.
So great. Please comment below about the things that we talked about today. Let us know your thoughts and opinions. That was our take on the world. We look forward to seeing what y'all say, and we will be back next week with another episode.
Totally. Expect us there, and we love you. Tally teas.
Tally teas.
And we'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.